put up a call for questions on technobuffalo.com. You can leave your comments and questions in that post. Otherwise, you can send them to me any time of the day or night at technobuffalo or at Ashley Esqueda on Twitter. Just use the hashtag AskTheBee so I'll see it, and usually I answer between 3 and 5 questions every episode. Let's get answering because this is Ask the Buffalo. TechnoBuffalo commenter Josh asked, if you were choosing between Chromecast or an Apple TV, which would you choose? Both can do YouTube and Netflix, and both work well with iOS devices. Is it worth it to get a Chromecast if you already own an Apple TV? Well, here's the thing, Josh. So actually, as of this recording, which is Friday afternoon, Chromecast doesn't quite work with iOS yet. So if I had to choose right this second, it would be Apple TV. But I think what it really boils down to, even with compatibility, is 2 things. Number 1, where do you buy your apps and your movies and your television shows? And number 2, what kinds of devices do you have in your home? If you're an Android-based home and you have an HTC One and you've got a Nexus 7, obviously, to me, the Chromecast is the better choice. If you have, of course, Apple products in your home, you want to get an Apple TV because you're able to do mirroring, you're able to use AirPlay. There's so many options that Apple TV offers you. Sure, they can both do YouTube and Netflix, but the other thing is that a box like Roku does YouTube and Netflix really well. So I think depending on what you're looking for in terms of streaming from your mobile device to your television set, I would say, as of right now, if you're a Google household, get a Chromecast. If you're an Apple person, you love iOS, Apple TV is the way to go. At Artistic Revenge asks, which do you prefer for a smartphone, Android, iOS, or Windows? I actually have this dream of a phone that is designed like an iPhone, has the same level of productivity as Android. I really like widgets, but also has the camera of a Lumia and the notification system of WebOS. For me, I want that perfect chimera of smartphones. And I don't obviously think that'll ever exist because WebOS is dead. For day-to-day driver, I do have an iPhone, but I also have an HTC One that I use as a secondary device because I like to have my finger on the pulse of both. For right now, I do use an iPhone as my daily driver. At Kevin Wilson 94 asks, it seems like the 3.5 millimeter audio jack is going to be a limiting factor in thinness. Do you think we'll see it superseded? I do think at some point Bluetooth is going to end up just kind of being a natural part of our smartphone experience. So I don't think we'll have headphone jacks anymore on our smartphones. But the problem with that is that Bluetooth technology is not quite the same in terms of there's a lot of tinniness to it and a lot of Bluetooth headphones and headsets and things like that. Even in the higher end stuff, you just don't get the same rich audio quality that you might see from, say, a $150 pair of Audio-Technica cans for your ears. For right now, I think the audio technology is not quite there and it's gonna take a little while to do that. And lastly, King of Tweets asks, hey, what is your education? I did graduate high school. And I also have a 2-year degree of an AA Associate of the Arts degree in English. And then I have a 4-year degree from Chapman University in television production. So this is definitely not anything that's new to me. However, I did for a while when I went to school kind of want to write comedy. So I wanted to write television, which I do get to script stuff still. I get to write the show and all that stuff. But yeah, so now I do technology, which I've loved since I was a kid with all of the great stuff that I learned in terms of my official education. So that's where I went for university and it was great, but no plans for a master's because really this kind of stuff right here for a video production person is your master's degree. You don't necessarily need it. Working out in the field, way more important, I think. Before I go, I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about AMD's newest chip, the A-Series Mobility APU. Although it was tough for a while to find the right chip for mobile that combined media performance with great productivity until now. The new A-Series Mobility APU is the world's first quad-core chip designed specifically for tablets and touchscreen laptops like the Acer Aspire V5. It's also adaptive to your choice of environment. So let's say you have a hybrid tablet with the mobility chip on board, but you want to drop it into the AMD Turbo Dock. Well, the chip will know it's in there and it'll deliver up to 40% faster GPU and CPU performance by taking advantage of any additional cooling the dock might have available. So that's super awesome. If you're using a device like the Acer Aspire V5, you have access to a full Microsoft Office suite, making it the perfect choice if you need to get some heavy-duty productivity apps going on. If you want to learn more about getting the best of both mobile and desktop worlds in your processor, head over to AMD.com to check out the A-Series Mobility APU. That's it for this week's Ask the Buffalo. Thank you so much for watching. Please give the show a thumbs up. We really appreciate it. And check us out at technobuffalo.com for all the latest and greatest tech news. Till next week, I'm Ashley Esqueda. See you next time. Hey guys, Ashley here. Just wanted to let you know that If you liked what you just saw, we've got 2 other shows that go live every single week. Redinger's Rants, where John totally goes nuts about issues that bug him across consumer technology, and Rumor Roundup, where he tells you all about the best rumors in the world of tech. So click the text below that says subscribe, and if you want to check out either of those shows, click right over here. See you next time. Thanks for watching.